ever seen in my life. I didn't even know it was live because... Let me tell... Okay, so I'm just sat here, you know, just like... getting ready to go live. I'm expecting the knife round to happen any minute. There's 9 players in the server, okay? 9 players, right? So not the full 10. EMP, Imperial, they don't have a 10th. The knife round goes ahead, Imperial win it, and it's actually live. So, we missed the knife round, but Imperial won it. They swapped to the CT side, and we're right into the action. So, Imperial Esports versus IGI Esports. Now, Imperial, a funny story, I used to work with Imperial in 2016. And they sort of died out a little bit, management has changed, and now they are back with a Counter-Strike team. Used to be more formally known in Rocket League, but they are back and back with a bang. Torlify able to open up the account. NK has fallen as well. Big Bag able to find a frag of his own. Torlify taking 2. Red Guy does manage to finally get to 1, gets a second as well. Looking even better for him here. Damage being done. Torlify left on just under half HP. Would we see the boost over towards the A bomb site? We definitely shall. This flashbang providing no effect here, but as soon as walks right into the bullets, Red Guy's able to find a third here. Is this possible? 9 bullets and a dream. He needs to hit his shots, but he can grab the bomb and run to that B bomb site, which could be a really prolific move for him. But if it works, then that is insane. Going back towards short. Information gathered. That's the rotation toward the B bomb site already being made out, but look at this. He's playing it perfectly. Redgaz has them at his fingertips, rotating back around toward the A bomb site. Can easily go for the bomb plant here, and look at it. He's primed this perfectly. He's setting them up. He baited them out, and he knows exactly where they are, and where they aren't is on the A bomb site. Bomb to be planted. Starting that 40-second tick timer. He can do this if he isolates the 1 versus 1s, and this could be very nice for that pistol round here. IGI about to line up the first. He spots it as well. 4 kills, 4 headshots. Maui to fall, leaving Lantis in a 1 versus 4. Has the angle, and Redgaz lines it up. IGI Esports, an absolutely insane pistol round. Redgaz providing 5 kills, 5 headshots. That is absolutely insane. Imperial should be so disappointed with that. Redgaz, an absolutely amazing play. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. IGI allowed to go into that full buy now. Taking those UMPs, the AK-47, allowed to try and move in towards picking up a second round, and even looking to move towards a third. Redgaz should be so hyped right now, because that adrenaline will be pumping. Imperial forcing up into these pistols, taking the Tech 9s, the CZ-75. Just a little bit of an upgrade to try and maybe win back this anti-eco round, but IGI, this should be their map. Obviously, IGI did lose to Conquer yesterday, if you were around to watch that, casted by, I think it was Tyler, I believe. Our producer sat, but Huey, a 1-for-1 trade onto Torlify, Taylor to fall as well, but DZS lining up in a perfect angle there, being able to maybe deny the short push, but it looks like they will be wrapping around toward that connector area, maybe through toward the B bomb site, but it looks like potentially they might decide against it. No, the B bomb site will be potentially the site that they will be looking to move towards, and DZS can push himself right in towards connector. If he can do so, that could be a perfect moment to deny here, but pushing out into the bomb site, DOX. 16-year-old player able to take down Lantis. Bomb pushing onto the site, but look at this. DZS from the flank. How much damage can he do? He finds the first. Takes a second as well. Maui finds one in return. NK left in a 1 versus 2 here. We saw Redgaz clutch in the first round. Can we see NK provide a second? Damage being done. NK 25 HP compared to 19 of NK. Maui baiting on the bomb site. Has the first angle and takes the shot. NK. 2 individual plays by 2 different players. IGI, second round on the board. Imperial, yet again, another chance to deny and let it slipping. IGI, second round on the board, looking to move in towards a third. And that is absolutely insane. IGI showing just how good they are so far on this T side of overpass. Yet again, Imperial into that semi-buy, being able to just get a couple of pistols. Will be a standard push towards short here. Redgaz finds the first kill. Damage being done. Redgaz left on 3 HP though. DZS and Maui both very low. Torlify does get spotted out inside of connector there. course, B-bomb site fully secure. Taylor should be able to line them up here. Finds the first. Can he get a second? Definitely can. Big Bag final player in a 1 versus 4 here. Taylor with 3 kills in the round. Looking for a 4th. Can he make that possible? The final player is towards Monster. Molotov to deny the push. Taylor wants that 4th kill. He wants those ESEA dubs. And he gets them. 4 kills in the round for him. IGI 3-0 so far. Empyreal. How well can they combat this round now? This is their bye round. This is one of the most important rounds of the opening 5. They need to try and get this one on the board to try and take away the economy of IGI. Look to move in towards getting some rounds on the board, especially on that CT side. They need to be winning the first half, preferably by, I don't know, 9 to 10 rounds would be a really great score for them. Anything less would be obviously very close and allow IGI right back into the game. But of course, we saw them underperform on the CT side yesterday. I think Conker came back massively on the T side, but NK going to be over to the A-bomb site, trying to provide a little bit of a lurk player, and Tolify gets right into it, baited out there, and NK to find the opening kill. Damage done onto Lantis as well, 52 points of health remaining. IGI looking very strong here to take a 4th and deny the bye round of Empyreal. But of course, everything can change. Huey inside towards B short, looking to be that nuisance player that everybody hates. Look to try and make the early kills, make Empyreal work for the rounds that they secure, and definitely doing a good job of that so far. Doc's being spotted out though, tagged down to half HP. That does force him to back away, and also pushes Big Bag away from that right side angle as well, but he is still holding it quite protectively. That smoke will allow him to go for the peak as well, and he lines up 1, takes a second as well. NK and Docs both to fall. Are we able to pick up 1? But Taylor to trade here. How many more can they find? The bomb to push on toward the side. Taylor does get taken down though. Lantis to find a kill. Red Guard's left in a 1 versus 3. Angle just out of the reach of DZS, but still can go for the peak eventually. And Red Guards, could we see another masterful clutch here? We saw one in the previous pistol round, but he needs to find these 2 kills. And look at this. Big Bad down to 53 points of health. Lantis onto 30 as well, but Big Bag able to take it. Getting the first round on the board for Empyreal here. But could be about to jump right back into the action here. IGI, of course, they are going for that full reinvestment. They have the 4 AK-47s, a good amount of utility to follow it as well. Empyreal, though, going back into that full buy. A FAMAS in play, but an AK and some M4s to join. Tolify going for that early peak. Grenade does tickle at his health points, but IGI so far looking to be that stronger team, looking to gain the early lead on overpass, and if they can do so, that would set them up very nicely for that CT side, especially when the CT side is preferably the easier side on this map. But Taylor looking to go for the aggressive peak. This is perfect. He can line up 1, takes a second as well. Tolify, the patience on that Gan. That guy. I mixed man and guy into together, but DZS able to find one as well. Red Guards finally able to get a trade, but back into a 4 versus 2 here. NK and Red Guards remain. Red Guards playing over toward the connector angle. NK able to spray down Tolify, but how much damage can they realistically do here? 3 versus 2. Looking even more possible for IGI to pick this round up, but they do need to get 1 more frag, even to solidify a 2 versus 2 here. Big Bag, will he hear the weapon switches from B short? I know we definitely do, but we do lose a lack of obviously the lack of the communication inside of the voice server does obviously take away some form of sounds. But Big Bag right into that lower pit area, wanting to try and take the advantageous peak, but Lantis to spray down Red Guards. That leaves NK all alone. 1 versus 3, 15 seconds on the clock, going for that boost push as well. Bomb plant was successful, but NK going for the peak will fall. But either way, bomb plant secured. A better scenario for IGI. But of course, Empyreal able to get their second round on the board, looking to maybe tie the scores up here at 3-3. That would be great on that CT side. IGI as well, though, their economy not too stable, having to go for that pistol buy, maybe, a couple of pieces of Kevlar, some utility, but really we shouldn't be seeing too much coming out from this side so far. in this round. The next one, though, will be that bye round. Obviously, we'll see maybe an AWP, but potentially not, depending on how much the economy favors them. They've lost 2 in a row so far. The third one will give $3,400 in the match bonus, so potentially we'll be seeing an alt buy coming out so far in the next round. But Empyreal should be able to tie this up at 3-all, and there we go. Tallify taking that MP9 as well. DZS on the MP7 to try and generate that $600 per kill. Able to find one with a 3-for-1 trade. Dox does manage to find one in return, but okay, 23 HP, no more frags to be found. Lantis able to take down the final. Like I said, Empyreal tying the scoreline up at 3-3. And there we go. IGI now into their full buy. No AWP on show, though. Their economy, maybe it was 3,100 instead of 34. I'm not too sure, but there isn't an open play on that T side. But that could just be a decision to take the, you know, the more utility rather than the AWP. But Huey able to find the opening kill. That's what IGI need. Getting those early frags. Tallify playing very aggressively. I'm not too keen on that sort of play, you know, pushing right through towards long and getting through to our playground. Not really a fan of that aggressive style, but if it finds a kill, then it works. But Huey able to get a trade, a very nice boost over the smoke there to take down DZS. Back into a 4 versus 3. 1-man advantage restored on to IGI. Taylor, though, trying to move up towards short. No players to deny him just yet, but all 4 players for IGI over toward that B bomb site, wanting to get that execution underway. But flashbang over toward the B bomb site. Will Maui be spotted here? The answer is no, and we'll be able to find the first kill. Takes a second as well. Dox finally able to trade, but into a 2 versus 2. That grenade could end lives. It doesn't do too much damage, though. Maybe it landed a little bit too long, but Redgaz inside of a very confident after plant position, being able to find, yeah, the angle will be perfect here. But of course, we have Tallify moving out from heaven, and Dox does have the angle on him, though, trying to take the peak. Redgaz to help him out, but little does he know, Lantis pushed all the way around towards the graffiti angle, and both players have been spotted. Damage being done. Redgaz needs to just run here and bait out the time. Tallify drops to his death, and what is that? Redgaz maybe unaware of the plant position there, but Empyreal, they do pick up the round. A little bit unsure of where the bomb was planted, but IGI dropping that round. 7 rounds played so far. Empyreal into their 4th on the board. IGI, though, able to fully reinvest, go for that AK buy with a little bit of utility, you know, the Kevlar to follow. Empyreal onto the AWP. DZS rocking that up. 4 rifles to follow, a good set of utility as well. So Empyreal, a good chance for them to take 5-3 here. IGI, though, need to level up that scoreline. Tallify playing right under that, or right on top of that smoke, and Taylor's about to walk right into him here. First frag to be found. Huey does get a trade, but look at that double boost over towards the B bomb site. That could be perfect here, but do you see the bomb moving around toward the A bomb site? DZS, the only player to try and deny here. 3 players stacked toward the B bomb site. Obviously 2 on the boost, and Big Bag over towards short, over toward Toxic, looking at short. Oh, the boost up to our flower pot. Dox able to jump across safely. Flashbang will allow him to go for the peak, though. This guided grenade there, not hitting its destined trajectory. Although NK moving around from connector knows that the immediate B flank is clear so far. Molotov allows Dox to go for the peak, but little does he know, Big Bag all the way into far right corner. Able to find the kill, and DZS takes one as well. NK and Huey to trade. Back into a 2 versus 2. Little does he know, DZS there right with the AWP does fall, leaving Maui in a 1 versus 2. Goes for the peak. Position given up. Damage done, though. Now he has to bait out the peak, pushing around towards Truck. Huey lines it up perfectly, baits him out, and does get the kill. IGI able to tie the scoreline up. Imperial's economy ruined. Now, even though Imperial have got 3 rounds in a row, or 4 rounds in a row, they have lost players each and every time. So 2 remaining, 3 remaining, 3 remaining, 1 remaining. So their economy is really ruined. Hence why we see Lantis on the 4.9k, whilst the rest of the team is on that standard, default money bonus. And Redgar's able to spray down 3 there. Dox finds 1. Lantis gets a trade, but Taylor should be able to deny. 5 rounds on the board. Imperial yet again restoring their maybe well-deserved lead. Imperial's economy not too favourable though. We have Lantis on 7100, but the rest of the team really not too economically stable, so we'll just be going into another eco here. IGI, a very strong chance for them to get that 2-round lead yet again, put themselves in a very good position, and even getting this next round on the board, then losing the rest, would set them up for a decent CT side. Taylor, able to find the opening kill. Pistol frags, but who cares? Now he finds a trade though. DZS right on the edge of the smoke, grabbing himself an AK and has no Kevlar, but Tolify finds 1. Dox gets a trade into a 3 versus 2. 3 AK-47s on the Imperial side though. Look at this. Maui aim punch is a factor. Only 1 piece of Kevlar left as well onto Tolify. Into a 2 versus 1. Tolify, probably the right decision to go into the save here. Not wanting to challenge, but he is getting aggressive towards short here. Oh, defuse kit, so needs to make a little bit of a move. Redguard does get spotted out though, and this could be perfect. Dox on very low HP takes the challenge. Maybe shouldn't have gone for the peak there, but allowing Imperial to win an anti-eco round is really unfortunate. And not only that, leveling up the scoreline yet again. 5 on the board for both teams here. But of course, timeout to be called from what I only expect to be IGI. Although, the worst thing about this, worst thing about ESEA is we can't see the chat. So, we have literally no idea. I'm not sure why they don't let us see the chat, but I have really no idea. But obviously something we do know is Imperial have the economy. They can go for the that aggressive peak. They don't have I just lost my train of thought because Twitter's been popping off and I have anyway. Yeah, not sure why ESA don't let us have the chat, but of course, Imperial going for that full buy. Very, very limited on the economy, so a lack of utility for 2 players, obviously. Huey had to buy the AWP, so that instantly took away $5,000. And then had to buy the Kevlar, so he's very limited on his utility. 1 single smoke, although Taylor, NK, and Redguards do have the good utility to try and go for an execution. Obviously, those 3 smokes, the 1 Molotovs, it's sufficient for what they need it for. Probably no afterplant smokes though, but DZS able to find the early kill there. Dox the first player to fall. NK could perfectly maybe prime a frag here onto Tolify if he goes for the angle, and will be able to do so. NK does get a trade back into a 4 versus 4. Imperial here. Scores are tied. They need this round. Taylor jumping right through the bullets of the spraying CT player, dinking him down to 7 HP. NK on 67 as well. DZS holding the heaven angle with the AWP. But what do they know? 3 players stacked toward the B bomb site. Big Bag trying to spray through towards Plywood, not able to land any shots, but massive damage done onto Taylor. Look at that, DZS getting aggressive out towards Heaven through that smoke, but Maui, little does he know, pushing right up towards short. He does get the peak though and finds the angle. DZS needs some kills with that AWP, finds one. NK does get one in return, but Huey will fall as well into a 3 versus 1. Taylor, 7 HP. So unfortunate here. 17 seconds as well. Trying to push up from the flank. DZS fully has it lined up, takes the frag. Imperial yet again gaining the lead. 1 round in front, and IGI, their economy broken. Having to go for probably maybe a force buy. But ideally a full eco. Maybe NK can buy a pistol, but apart from that we shouldn't be seeing much. There we go. 1 single grenade for Taylor. Upgraded pistols for a couple, but NK the main player to go for the buy round. And IGI, they do have a good decent amount of rounds so far on the T side, but they would preferably need one more to solidify a good end to the first half here. But Taylor able to trade with that Glock Lantis to find the remains though. Cleaning up the scraps as they call it. Imperial 7-5 on the board, giving themselves a 2-round lead. And IGI here probably need one more round to have a good end to the first half. Apart from that, it's not too bad for them. Imperial here. If they can take away this round, they would most likely finish the half with a potential 9-6, 10-5 scoreline. But they really would need 1 or 2 more rounds. And Tolify going for the aggressive peek. Huey not able to line it up. Trying to take the shot. The spray doesn't land, but eventually manages to correct it. Tolify, the first player to fall. 5 versus 4. Damage done onto Huey and Redgaz, though. Taylor checking each and every single angle. Wanting to be precise on this push toward the bomb site. Imperial moving very slowly here. IGI waiting, making Imperial overthink. Molotov dropped down towards long. Maybe they'll pick that up. There we go. Huey does claim hold of that. Shazzy, please calm down with the characters. That would be absolutely great. Boosted over towards Flower Pot. Not able to jump toward the flower pot just yet, but DZS leaving him a very nice angle to look through, but pushing right through him. Mr. Huey able to find the first kill. Dox takes one as well. Maui to fall. 5 versus 3. I can count. 5 versus 2. Both Imperial players moving up from that CT angle. Could be a good opportunity to go for the save, but apart from that, not sure what Imperial want to pull out of the bank here. Obviously they have the Molotov, they have the 2 flashbangs, but I really don't see how much more they can grab from this. Both have defuse kits though. Potentially trying to make a play. Redgaz denying. Able to deny the push. IGI get another round on the board. That solidifies a decent end to the first half. Of course, 6 rounds is an okay score. To finish on 8-7 would be great for them on that T side, especially if they can take the pistol round in the second half. Obviously, we saw Redgaz with an amazing clutch in the pistol round to start with. Obviously, 5 kills, 5 headshots, one of the best, or probably one of the best rounds of his life. But of course, Imperial into their full buy, losing this one. It's so hard to generate an economy and on that CT side, especially Doc's able to find the opening kill, reaping the early damage. Red Redgars right through the smoke. This man does not care. Able to take down Maui. Molotov towards Lantis as well, forcing him right back, leaving him on 34 points of health. ZS, the first grenade, does do damage onto Taylor, dropping him down to just over half, or just under half HP. You're playing from the closed pit angle inside of Connector. Tolify takes the kill. DZS finds one as well. 3 versus 3, but NK to deny. DZS able to find on trade into a 3 versus 2, trying to throw the smoke onto the bomb. They need to try and stop the defuse though, and Redgar's the man of the hour. Able to deny the defuse. Very, very close. I believe there was around 0.4 seconds remaining on that one. So a very, very close clutch. And IGI should especially be able to take 8-7 here. Considering the buy from Imperial, 1 AWP, 3 pistols, 1 UMP should be definitely the chance to take 8-7. And on that T side, a very, very good end to the first half. NK though, going aggressively. Lantis AWP denied very early, trying to take the peak here. Maui dropping a single flashbang, but Docs to deny. Frags just flowing in the favor of IGI here. Taylor finds one as well. Huey does get traded, but how many more can they find realistically? Tolify does manage to land himself one, but trying to go for the repeat. Doc's able to do the damage. 10 HP remaining. Smoke off as well. 10 HP, 1 Desert Eagle, 2 single flashbangs. There we go, round completed. Dogs finding the final kill. IGI taking the lead heading into that CT half. A very disappointing end to the first half for Imperial. Definitely should have been able to go for that crucial victory of 9-6, 10-5. But of course, definitely not required to have a decent scoreline. If they can take the pistol round, that will give a good opportunity at 10-8 for Imperial. But for some reason, I have a slight intuition that IGI are going to edge this pistol round. And especially if Redgars can perform the way he just did in that previous pistol round, then that would be insane. Not sure what the delay is on the start of the game, but we should be returning very, very soon. Of course, make sure to check out all of IGI sponsors: Overclockers UK, Zip Buddy, Audio Boom, and of course Gamers Apparel. If you want to buy IGI merchandise, you can do so by clicking in the Twitch panels. And if you want to follow them on social media, you can definitely do so below at IGI Esports on Twitter. And I'm sure Facebook, YouTube, whatever is exactly the same. And there we go, jumping right back into the action. IGI 8-7 in the lead. If they can take this pistol round, will give a very strong chance at 11-7. On that CT side as well, this should be a good half for IGI. But Imperial though, all it takes is one pistol round to sway the momentum. And if they can find this, then that gives them a very good chance to take the lead here. I keep forgetting that OBS is having, I don't know, my OBS is having really bad issues. But Huey, what's that? Timed out. Not sure what that was about. But into a 4 versus 2. Huey has timed out and the round cannot be reset. Bomb to be planted. That's really unfortunate for IGI. Not sure what happened to Huey there. He has disconnected. DZS finds NK Taylor in a 1 versus 4. Really not sure what happened there. looks like we had a disconnect from Huey, so we should be seeing a pause here. And there we go. That's really unfortunate, because the pistol round is one of the most important rounds in the start of a half. And to be at a massive disadvantage already moving into that pistol round, kind of unfortunate. It looks like he has returned, so that's fine. Not sure what the issue was, but jumping right back into the action. IGI, of course, lost a very, very important round, and to no fault of their own. But it looks like we should be jumping right back into the action at some point in the very near future. He's in, he's bought up. Should be seeing, there we go, the unpause. I think it's surely got to get to a point that you use so many question marks, you just question yourself. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I swear there's like 30 question marks there. But IGI trying to force up into this round. If they can take away this anti-eco, that would be great for them. Would probably, like, you know, reset the damage from that pistol round. But of course, not typically proven. Imperial onto that AK by the one. Lillian play, MP7s and UMPs to follow. But your question marks? No, I think you're really annoying. But Imperial wanting to jump in towards picking up that anti-eco round. Like I said, if they can do so, that would be great. But of course, they with the weapons that they do have, obviously the Mag 7, the UMP, they need to go quite aggressively, find those early kills and try and make a little bit of a play, but damage being done early. Are we able to find the kill? Or damage being done, sorry, onto Taylor. Close to a kill. Grenade. Damage, 30 HP remaining, trying to go for the swag kill. ZS to deny though. Looking to move up toward the A bomb site, but could be a reconsiderment to back down towards B here. Rush through towards connector, and B bomb site is pretty much open here. Maui and Lantis both able to find kills. Red Guys gets a trade into a 4 versus 2 though. Looking really unfortunate for IGI here. Lantis trying to take the aggressive peek. Mr. Huey to fall. DZS claims the final. And the economy of IGI literally ruined. Having to go for just a standard eco. Taking the upgraded pistols. And in the matter of seconds, 23 seconds, literal wipeout. IGI probably just want to forget the rounds in the first half, or in the second half. So with the disconnection of Huey, kind of unfortunate, but time for IGI to go for their buy round. Docks onto the AWP. They can take away this round from Imperial. They definitely would have a chance to get back into the game. Obviously, Lantis, he generates economy like it's going out of fashion, and Maui, that's a perfect lineup. Spraying down Taylor through the short angle. Maui looking to, yet again, even do more damage. Lantis still holding that MP7. That's where his economy's come from. He's just not bought an AK. IGI here need to look to get around on the board. Redgar's trying to spray through, doing a little bit of early damage, but still no frag to be found. Redgar's still gathering the information. DZS yet again sprayed down to 50. Damage being done, trying to fire back a couple of shots. But to no avail. IGI 40 seconds on the clock for them to hold, wanting to move toward this B bomb site here, and it looks like it will be a full push coming out from Imperial. Huey able to find one, and NK to grab one of his own, burns in the Molotov as well, Tolifies to fall. Huey taking down DZS, finds damage onto a third as well, and NK to back him up. IGI picking up their 9th round, 1 away from tying the scoreline. Maybe could have had that 11-7 lead if they had gone and won the pistol round. Of course, definitely something, or the factor that was out of their hands, had no way of preventing it, but either way, IGI, they still look to move into this game. 9 rounds on the board for them. Taking this one would tie the scoreline, and not only so, it would bankrupt Imperial, forcing them onto that eco round, which preemptively would give IGI a very strong chance at taking the lead again. NK gathering a bit of early information, has to trade it for some damage though. Take down to 74. We do have the 2 players toward the B-bomb site. NK wasn't, I was going to say NK wasn't spotted there, but Maui definitely was. Huey looking to try and go for the trade. Is able to do so, but didn't know of the second player. Be flashbang towards water, allowing him to go for that peek. IGI here, they need to try and get this round. If they can do so, give them a probably a very decent chance at getting 12-10 on the board. DZS very close to lining that shot up there. I thought he was going to hit the flick, but he didn't take the shot. 4 versus 4. 30 seconds just passed. They might want to start making a push toward the bomb site here now, Imperial. Don't want to be leaving it too late. 20 seconds is really the ultimate time they need to go for, and Doc's able to take down Tolify. That surely solidifies the round here. Redgar's trying to hold off, but he doesn't even need to do so because Dox is there to line them all up, taking 3. Redgar's finds one, and that was just a really unfortunate episode of wasting time, and that was perfect for IGI. If they can have every round like that where time is running out and forcing the cards of Imperial to be played, double aces in their bluffing poker hand, then IGI could definitely live with that and have a comfortable time. I'm going to say that this may sway in the favor of IGI if they do get the, the next buy round. If they can take away this round, which they should be able to do so, then that would be great. And if they can take away the buy round to follow, that would be even better, giving them a very strong chance at picking up 14-10. And Redgar's, all he has to do is spray down. Dox and Taylor both finding kills. Taylor picking up a double up as well. Very, very crucial round. If IGI can take away this one, Imperial wouldn't be on max round loss bonus, but they can go for the potentially semi-force buy or eco to buy in the next round. So a very good chance at 12 or 13-10. And Taylor, there we go. These are the shots he's been needing all game. NK finds a burning Molotov kill as well. Huey spraying down 2. Accused of spectating this game, and so was Taylor, taking down 2 frags each. NK finds one, and IGI right back into this here. if they'd have won that pistol round, if Huey hadn't disconnected, then they probably would have cleaned up maybe 14-10 right now, or even maybe have a good chance at, you know, 14-9, 14-8, depending on how Imperial won their rounds. But if they win either way, they will not care. Imperial yet again onto those pistol buys, taking a couple of upgraded Tech 9s, Deagles as well. One piece of or two pieces of Kevlar, one single flashbang. IGI need to hold this one off. If they can do so, that would be great for them. And Docs with that AWP in toward the party angle. Something that potentially Imperial may not expect. Though Maui, that's a very nice execution. Taking down Huey. Tolify with an M4 in hand, wanting to get aggressive. NK tries to go for the peak, but no time to do so. NK to fall. Tolify with the frag in hand. One in the round for him, one in the round for Maui. A very nice Deagle execution. Taylor, though, going for the peak, wants to get onto this bomb site. He's feeling this right now. Big Bag able to get a trade, though. To find yet another and is able to do so. Doc's left in a 1 versus 4. No chance of him trying to take this round, so just saving that AWP. EZS eventually taking the AWP. Imperial 1 round away from tying up the scoreline. IGI, though, look at their economy, able to go for that full reinvestment. A single AWP this time. Taylor choosing to pick up an M4. And the exact same replicated setup on the T side as well. Huey grenaded down to 76 here. Switching up his play a little bit. Getting grenaded quite early. Imperial here. 1 round losing would definitely give them a reset potential. But IGI, they need to keep 4 or 5 alive in this round to have any chance of trying to reinvest. And Maui able to do the early damage. Drop down to 16 HP, but he'll live with that if he can take kill instead. And DZS tagged as well, but damage being done across the board here. NK able to grab a trade. Slow HP player dealt with. Back into a 4 versus 4. 55 seconds. If IGI can run down the clock here, that would be great for them. But Imperial should have learned from that and known that they need to speed up a little bit. And this B bomb site could be a really, really strong hitting point for them so far. Obviously, we do have Big Bag still all the way over toward the A bomb site, if they do want to go for the rotate. Although, here we go. The execution stopped by the Molotov, though. Perfectly primed and ready. Docs does spot the head and takes the kill of Big Bag. That surely gives an indication that the bomb is moving toward the B bomb site. Lantis has an intuition that a player inside of Toxic, but needs to try and just stay passive here. Huey allows the bomb to be planted. That's a really good call, actually, because if they'd have gone for the really quick retake and trying to deny the bomb plant, then that could have resulted in a death either way. But Huey here going for the flashbang, fully blinded, able to take the kill as well. Huey traded, but Red Guards to save the day, taking down Tolify, and NK to spray down Lantis as well. Also, for any of you that wonder why we're not saying the full name of Big Bag, then the VOD from this game is typically uploaded to YouTube, and obviously YouTube has their, you know, family PG content demonetization, so we just don't want to give any sort of, you know, negative connotations on to the VOD, which is uploaded to YouTube. And if you want to check these VODs out, you can definitely go to the YouTube channel of IGI Esports. I think all the VODs are uploaded there, including the previous casts of our games that we casted here at Exotic Casting. And if you haven't heard of us before, Exotic Casting, a bit of, you know, self-promo, is a broadcasting team that works primarily in the EU and NA markets. We have exclusive leagues and teams that are signed for us who we broadcast and stuff like that. So we're a massive growing network. Probably the the best in our field of what we do. Hence why you're seeing us broadcast on IGI here. And it's been great fun casting on the IGI channel. A team of very good players, but Big Bag able to kill onto Docs. That takes away the AWP, which surely could be a good intention to move toward the A bomb site. Huey though, able to grab a trade, no bomb to be found. Imperial stacking towards A short and A long, trying to go for that peek here. Taylor all the way over towards Truck. Taylor finds the opening kill on the A bomb site. 4 versus 3, starting the push. Molotov does force Taylor out of position, but trying to take the peek anyway. Lantis finds a trade. Damage being done across the board here, but Lantis yet again with that UMP, finding yet another kill. NK to spray down 1, but traded instantly. Tallify dropped down to half HP. Big Bag on 5 as well, which could be really, really positive for Red Guards here. We've seen him clutch so many times, and trying to go for the peek. Big Bag takes it. Did he just teleport out of nowhere? Yeah, he's on 87 ping. I'm guessing he just teleported out of nowhere, because he appeared on my screen. So we have a little bit of a pause here while the ping does settle itself. UK players on a Swedish server, exactly. The ping is a little bit awkward. Although they're not too bad. Obviously, Docs is on 19, Huey on 18. Looks like we are fine so far. But we should be seeing an unpause very soon. IGI should be reinvesting into this round. Yeah, I don't think it is a Swedish server. Let's have a look. Status. We are... Okay, it doesn't typically tell us. That's great. ESEA does pretty much restrict every access you get, because obviously ESEA is strict like that. But it looks like we will just be seeing a standard eco coming out from IGI here, so that every single player can buy into the next round. Not sure on the pause times of ESEA Main, but definitely longer than tactical pauses in matchmaking or in pro games. I remember one time back in 2017, I think it was around April time, I casted an event and a team took a pause for 17 minutes while they fixed some issues, which were fun. Are we trying to go for the spray down? Big Bag able to back him up though. Red Guards takes the first shot and the second as well. He is insane. He's actually insane. I don't understand he can't finish the round off though, but that is still impressive nevertheless. Red Guards, if he had clutched that, that would have been maybe better than the pistol round. If you didn't see the pistol round, Red Guards pulled off a 5-man headshot. 5 kills, 5 headshots, and ace in the pistol. 17, right? Apparently they had a tech issue with like their TeamSpeak or something, and they made us wait on their internet. I think they were on boot camp. It wasn't a LAN event, but this team were boot camping, and they had to ring up their internet service provider and see what happened with their internet. And they took a tactical pause for, I think it was about 17 minutes 40, something like that. We just sat there waiting for them to return, but Doc's able to catch one, not spray with an AWP, that's pretty impossible. But Maui was able to get a trade. Red Guard is able to fire right back at him, though, finding the kill onto Maui, spraying through the smoke. Huey takes one. Could this be the round here for IGI to take? Ever more possible. Huey takes a second. Tolify left in a 1 versus 4. The 3 kills. When is I-61? When that... I can actually just probably Google. Oh, well that's awkward. Just see what I'm Googling. Oh yeah, by the way, I would like to go to Insomnia at one point. 29 days, alright. That's cool. Oh, in exactly a month. That's cool. But IGI, if they can take away this round, that will put them on the 15th, try and gain themselves match point, and looking definitely strong to do so here. Taylor spraying down 2, NK catches 2 as well, looking for a third. Huey does find it. IGI, can they clinch this 16-13? Yeah, I know where the NEC is. I was at Insomnia 58 with my meet pass. But I've literally never been since. Because I didn't go for the fact that it's developed over the last couple of years. It's gotten a lot better than it had in prior years. Well thought out, well managed this time. So I may come down to the next, not I-61, not I-62, probably the next one in sort of early 18. You get BYOC. I wouldn't go for BYOC. I'd probably either cast the event, because obviously they do the CS event, or I would just go and enjoy the sets and stuff like that. So I applied for I-61 casting, but I think it was already decided by the time I'd sent my email. But 4 versus 3, could this be the end of this map? Taylor going for the peak, looking to find the first kill, doesn't manage to do so. Into a 3 versus 3, long has been breached. Able to grab the trade, looking to spray down though. Huey finds one, leaving DZS in what seems like an impossible task. 2 versus 1. Huey looking to take the kill, spraying through the smoke. Will he be able to do so? Very low HP here, takes the frag and he takes it. Could we be going to overtime here? Talking to the caster. Oh, I thought that was for Sniffle as well. I mean, I won't be able to come down this time, but next time maybe. Get 2 people in as long as they have a day ticket. I mean, if I can get down, then sure, but I think I don't know what my schedule is like. There's an event starting tomorrow, but I'm really not sure how far it runs. So, if I can get down, then potentially. But of course, IGI here, wanting to guarantee the finish of this map. They have the full reinvestment. Taylor's even whipped out an AWP, an AUG to try and solidify this end to the game. 16-14 will be such a narrow defeat for Empyreal here. "27 kills for Red Guards. 5 of them being the pistol round. So still 22 frags, impressive. Still be top fragging on the server. But drawing out the time here, IGI wanting to take this into 16-14. Empyreal battling for overtime. Look at this. Look at this. 2 kills to be found. Huey and NK to both fall. Taylor, though, with the I don't even know what I'm saying, AUG to spray down 2. The scope really paying off, and Dox finds one as well, into a 3 versus 2. 1-man advantage restored here. And Taylor doing the damage, 21 HP onto Maui, being dinked as well. He will fall, Redgaz takes the kill, Big Bag left in a 1 versus 3. 9 seconds left and that is over. Big Bag takes 1, takes a second, but all he has to do is hide. And that is GG. IGI taking it 16-14. Taylor with the AUG, taking 2 kills, maybe even a 3rd there, maybe. Taylor, the AUG, clutched it. That guy didn't push me sooner, right? I was like, he's dropped down, he's trying to go for it. But there we go, 16-14. Empyreal, sadly, losing to yet another strong IGI side. Redgaz, congratulations. That pistol ace, insane. The deagle shots, insane. Taylor with the AWP, Huey with the M4 plays. All of IGI a very, very excellent performance. But that is the end of the coverage for us. We will catch you in the next ESEA game, if we are covering it, of course. Make sure to check out all of IGI's sponsors